Hello everyone, this is Soundwave, and this is going to be a new series for 3.2. If you caught some of the videos that I put up recently, those were deleted because I'm kind of starting over completely on this because I have a better plan of how to attack it. There was a previous video at the beginning of the year for 3.0 when it launched in January of 2018. The problem was that it was one giant video, and it was kind of hard to navigate if you were trying to find a particular topic that you were looking for. And the other thing is that there's been a lot of changes since 3.0, and there's going to be more changes as time goes on anyway. But this series is going to be a series of shorter videos that are more topic specific. So if you're looking for how to do one particular thing, you can watch just those videos, or you can watch the entire video in succession. It's up to you, but it makes it a little bit easier to kind of piecemeal each of the topics out so people can get right to what they're looking for. So in this entire series, we're going to be handling things like player movement, ship spawning, how to locate your ship after you spawned it, insurance, how to control your ship, taking off and landing, buying stuff, cargo, missions, all that kind of stuff. We're also probably going to have a couple bonus videos that are topic specific but not part of like the regular guide or the regular things that you're looking for. We'll see how that goes. In this particular video, what we're going to be going over is how to actually get the game, set up your account, install it, which kind of starter ship that you should buy, and actually getting it ready to actually launch, and also the parts of the launcher before you actually get into the universe, so you can kind of navigate around those and you can play the little different game modes like Star Marine or Arena Commander. So let's get started. Alright, our first step is to go to robertspaceindustries.com. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description so you can just click on it and go right to it because it's a little long of a URL there. And we're going to want to click on Fly Now. That's where we sign up for a package and we get our account set up and everything. When you click on it, you're going to be presented with select your game package. There are two different game packages that you can use. It's going to be the Mustang Alpha and the Aurora MR. Both ships are pretty basic. They will get you from point A to point B, but they're not really anything special. They're not going to be like capital ships or pew-pew ships. You're not going to take over the entire, server with one of these ships, but it will serve your purposes when you first get in. Both of them come with a starting money pack of 1,000 monies, which we will go into in later videos on how to actually spend those. It also comes with 3 months insurance. The insurance and that timer of 3 months does not start until the game is actually launched. So that's probably going to be a couple years from now. So for right now, everybody, until it actually goes live as a total production build, all of those things are kind of frozen in time, so everybody has pretty much unlimited insurance at this point. Now, both of the ships are pretty basic, like I said. They're going to have smaller weapons. They're not going to have, they're not going to be the fastest ship. It's not going to be the best ship for any particular purpose. They're pretty general, small ships. Right now, neither of them have any kind of cargo capacity, so you can't run like cargo boxes or anything like that. However, the Mustang Alpha, this one, is currently undergoing a rework, and in the next version in about a month, they're going to be releasing a newer version of this ship with all its updates. And from what I understand, it's supposed to have a small cargo hold, so you will be able to actually put in a couple boxes. I'm not sure how big the size is, but the Aurora MR has nothing like that, and from what I understand, there's absolutely no plans to rework that at this time, and at least not in the next version that's coming out or the current version that's out. So both of them cost $45 normally. Right now I think they're running a special, so that's the reason why it shows as $35. So depending on when you watch this, it's probably going to be $35 if you watch it immediately, or $45 later unless they run another special. So depending on which one you want, you just click on the button that says select this pack. We're going to go ahead and select the Mustang Alpha. and scroll down. The next thing that you see here is going to be Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is the single player campaign story mode. It's not out right now. It's not going to be out in the foreseeable future, at least a year from now. But they're going to be episodic, from what I understand. So this is going to be the first one. There's going to be, you know, like a story 2 and then 3 and everything way further down the line. This is at a discount when you get it with your starter pack. So right now it's $20 if you get it with your starter pack, or $45 by itself. You do not have to buy this now. You can buy this later after it comes out, but just be aware that when you buy it later, it's probably going to be more money. And then the last part is going to be your review and summary of everything that you've gotten so far. We've only gotten the Mustang Alpha, and we decided not to get the Squadron 42, so that's going to be it for that. Click on a list now, and you're going to get to your sign up page for your account. The important thing to pay attention to is that there is public information and private information. Public information, like your handle, that's going to be shown on your profile page if someone looks you up, or if you're in an organization and they click on your name and go to your profile, that's what it's going to show. The community moniker, that is going to be what's shown in the forums. Actually, I believe the forums show both the handle and the moniker, but the moniker, I believe, is the one that actually shows in-game. But just be aware that those two things are actually what the public are going to see and not what you're going to log in with. You're going to log in with your login ID, which is not something that you give out. So just be aware of that there is a difference between those three. The rest of it is just regular sign-up stuff, like your password and your email address and the incoherent code that you have to enter in for the stupid human tricks. Of course, you have to read and agree to the terms of service. And then there's going to be this newsletter part here. I would strongly recommend actually choosing this option, because this game is literally in the middle of development. It's not even close to like early alpha access. So this is going to give you updates on what's going on with the game. It's going to notify you if there's test builds that you can play with before it actually goes live, and it'll tell you when things are live. So it's kind of important to actually do that. The last thing that you're going to do after you have all of this stuff actually filled out is you're going to click on the Enlist Now button. That's going to go ahead and take you to the payment page. You can choose your payment, get all that settled, and then once you have everything done, you're going to get an email in your email account. Might have to check your spam folder depending. Usually, in my experience, it's always gone to my inbox, so I've never had that problem. But once you get your link in the email, you're going to use that to download the launcher. The launcher is basically the thing that controls whether or not you can actually get updates and download the game in the first place. So once you get that, you download the launcher, which is going to be a smaller thing than the actual game itself. The game is around 32 plus gigabytes. The launcher is going to be significantly smaller, anywhere between 50 and 100 megabytes. Once you get that, you're just going to log in, and we're going to come back when we have the launcher up. Now that we have the launcher up, this is what you're first going to get. You're going to get the Access Galactic Network, and you type in your login username and your password that you chose to begin with. Make sure you click on Remember, and then you sign in. Once you've logged in, you're going to get this screen. All of the stuff over here is just majorly links that you can click on that will go to different parts of the website, as well as log out. This live thing doesn't do anything. That's the only option that you have available. This big button here will have a few different options depending on the state of your downloads and everything. If you've never downloaded the game, like in this case, you're going to get install game as that very big button. If there's an update that comes out that you can download, you will get update game. And finally, after you have everything all said and done and there's no updates available, you'll just get the launch game just like it says right here. On the right hand side, you're going to get the options for comm links, patch notes, and settings. Comm links are basically going to be updates that are actually on the site. If you click on any one of these titles here, you will go to the official website and it'll have a full web page with all the information about whatever you clicked on. Patch notes, those come out with every update, and they exhaustively list everything that has been updated since you last updated. So it's going to have everything for the patch notes. If you want to see the version that's on the web page, you just click on the title here and it will take you there, but it's the exact same information that's here. Finally, you have settings. This is if you need to determine whether or not you want to limit how it downloads and how fast it downloads. If you're familiar with Steam, that's what the verify button does. It's like verifying your game files. Library folders, where you can change where it actually is on your computer. So if you have like an SSD and a regular hard drive setup, you usually want to have the SSD have the actual operating system for your computer, and you want to have everything else onto the hard drive, the regular hard drive. If you didn't choose that when you installed it, this is a good place to change it. Just be aware that it is going to download the entire 32 gigabytes all over again. And finally, whether or not you want to close this launcher whenever you close the game itself. And that's going to be it. That's all for this video. That's how you get started. The next video we're going to do is going to be how to move around your player and the different controls on it, starting from when you first log into the bed. We're also going to include what happens after you launch the game, the menus that you first see when you actually get into the game to begin with before you go into the actual universe. So hope you like the series, hope you support it, and I'll see you in the next video.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them scream?